Hello,
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm Leah,
I'm Steve,
and I am also Frugal Vagabond,
and I'm Third Rock Vagabond.
and we are on the Royal Caribbean 9 month Ultimate World Cruise.
We are.
Today is August 9th,
Mm-hmm.
and it is the last day of this actual sailing.
Mm-hmm.
And today we were in
Kiel,
Kiel, Germany,
Kiel, Germany.
and I had to look at him for that because I was really, really tired today. So after we had breakfast this morning, I went
Mm-hmm.
outside, got off the ship, did spun around in a couple of circles, and then I came right back on.
Then I went back out a little bit later
You did.
in the morning, and about 10 o'clock,
So what'd you see?
wandered around. There was a nice little park just right out across the street from the ship,
Mm.
from the port. So it was very nice, very close, very walkable. And I walked in. There's two old churches I got to see and take pictures of. Yes, this has been the church world tour. Um,
Yes.
But I had a little coffee, sat for a few minutes, rested my knees, then walked back through the park, got some more pictures of some other statues that I missed, and then I went a little further and went through a little botanical garden.
Oh,
It
really?
was yeah, it was really
Lots
really
of flowers or
peaceful.
greenery?
Greenery, some flowers. There was a
Okay.
little cottage, and then it had there was a little bridge that went over
Oh, cute.
just a little wet weather pond. It looked like wasn't quite full of water at this point, so it was a little unfortunate on that. But still, it was neat. There was a lot of greenery, a lot of flowers around the little cottage, and it was just pretty.
That's cool.
I think I got some pretty good shots.
Is that it for your update?
Yeah, then I walked back
Okay.
just before it started raining.
So that was the other
Perfect
reason
timing.
why I didn't spend a huge amount
Yeah,
of time outside is
yeah.
because it was raining off and on all day, and I
Yep.
had three goals for myself today.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get in 20,000 steps.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to drink 2 liters of water
Mm-hmm.
because I've been really dehydrated lately. And then I also wanted to get caught up with my journal. So here's where I'm at right now. I still have another half liter for sure to drink. I am up to yesterday in my journal,
Very good.
and I only have 10,000 steps. So that means now that dinner's over, I'm going to be up on deck 12. And also now that the weather has gotten better, because earlier,
Yeah, yeah. It
I
broke
don't,
just before we left Kiel. It started breaking. The sun came out.
yeah, but earlier when we tried to walk around, so deck 12 is the deck where you walk around in circles,
Mm-hmm.
and it started pouring. So we had to walk around inside for a little while,
Yeah.
and then
Went back
eventually we
out.
went
Yeah,
back out.
yeah. Went back out for a little bit longer. We walked around deck 6,
Mhm.
walking the
So,
the open areas.
which was kind of nice because we went all the way back into the
Yeah.
safari club, and one of
Mm-hmm.
our friends, Terry, was practicing the piano
He
there, so that was
was.
really cute.
Yes, he was. It was nice. He's pretty talented. He used to play the cello.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a celloist.
Anyway,
Cellist.
so
Cellist.
as I
I think
mentioned
that's
in the
more.
beginning, yeah, today is the last day of the sailing.
Hmm.
So, what
We
happens on the last day of the sailing?
well,
So,
we got to do tip cards.
tip cards.
Yep.
Well, and I was going to say too, our neighbors at dinner, they're not in the same room for the next sailing, so they had to pack up and get
Hmm.
ready to move tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. They got to move to a new room.
So tipping is one of those kind of a sensitive subject from time to time, especially for those of us from the U.S. because the tipping culture has gotten really crazy, especially over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So, with the price of the Ultimate World Cruise, there are mandatory gratuities that go
Hmm.
to all the front end staff that interface with passengers.
Yeah.
And depending on the size of your room or the type of room you have, depends on how much
That
the
determines.
gratuity is
Yeah.
per day.
Yeah.
So in general, I think it's around most cruise lines are between $15 and $20 per day, depending on whether or not you have an interior room, a balcony, or a suite of some sort. So for Australians, those are totally baked into the price because that's part of
Mm-hmm.
the laws there. But for anywhere else, if you're sailing out of anywhere else, they are not necessarily baked into the price. There's something that you can prepay
Hmm.
or not.
Hmm.
You owe them, and they will charge your CPAS card for them, whether or not you prepay. So it's just the difference of whether you want to see the charge once a day on your account.
At the
Or if
end
you-
of the sailing that you have to recoup, or
Right.
they recoup from you.
Right.
So then you got
Or
that
if you
payment
wanna-
at the end.
or if you want to take care of it ahead of time.
Yeah.
Now,
This cruise,
yes,
ours were included
right. That was
in the
part.
price.
They were baked into our
Yeah.
price.
Due to the fact that it was for so long, and
Yes.
274 days adds up
Yes.
to quite a bit that you would owe at the end of the sailing,
I
and
did
that
the math at one
took
point,
money.
and it was over $5,000.
yeah.
Not a whole lot over, but it was over 5,000.
And something you don't want to see at the end of the cruise when you're trying to settle up and get out.
Right.
But anyway,
Well, I guess for us, it probably would have been broken down into the individual sailings. I think. But
maybe.
anyway.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, because they want to clear out the accounts.
Yeah.
Since they did it in individual sailings.
So a lot to pay for at the end. So ours were prepaid.
Yep.
And baked into the price. And but even still, for the people who do a lot for you in
yes.
particular, the stateroom attendants,
Stateroom
and
attendants.
the wait staff.
Yeah, your
If-
wait staff at
Assuming that you eat in the main dining room.
yes, because you have the same waiter and assistant waiter for the whole sailing,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully they've done you a very good job on their service, and which they usually do.
Mm-hmm.
We have had no complaints.
We've had amazing
outrageously.
service.
We've had amazing service. Like I said, sometimes you get a new assistant waiter who it takes a little bit for them to get the feel and get settled in,
Oh.
past the excitement. So
And even
they're good.
if
They're
something isn't perfect, they are all about trying to make everything right.
good. Yep, they will.
That's been our experience, and it's
Yes.
been very nice.
Yes, absolutely.
So we always forget it's the last day of the sailing until
The
we're
last
sitting
day
at
of sailing.
until we're sitting at dinner on the last day of the sailing. So before we left, I got a couple of large boxes of thank you cards.
Mm.
So we haven't been using the envelopes that they give you. We could if we wanted to, but we
No, it's
chose.
little thank you cards.
So we try to write something to everybody, and give them a little extra cash because they don't make a lot.
No, and
It's
for
not required,
no, it's
but
not.
it's something we like to do.
And there's a lot of people who do that at the end of the cruise, which was always nice, and that gives them a little bit extra.
Yeah.
That goes straight into their pocket.
So what else happens on the last day of the sailing? We get charged.
Yeah, we get charged
We
for
get
the
our final
last.
bill.
But fortunately, tonight we have a
We have a credit balance tonight
credit balance tonight
because
and
we canceled some excursions, and our
Mhm.
travel agent was very kind and got us
Yep.
some
perks.
onboard credit.
Yeah.
So between that and the canceled excursions, we haven't spent a lot
No.
this time.
No. So we'll get a little bit back at the end of it, and
The
so 'cause it
casino's
won't roll
open
over.
now, though, so I might try to spend some of that.
Parlay it, parlay it
yes.
into a profit.
Yes, that's my goal for tonight.
That's the goal.
Anyway, that's all we've got for today.
Yeah.
For what day is it? August 9th? And hopefully we
Yes.
will see you tomorrow. I should have. I did make some progress on the videos I'm editing, so
Yeah.
hopefully I will get
I might
those
put a
out in the
little
next day or two.
something out on Instagram.
All right.
So we'll see. We'll see how
Bye.
it works out. Adios, amigos.